Hey there, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. We're still grasping at straws, but I think this is a fairly decent strategy that we could use for this particular video. We're going to be still using a Trick Room setup, but we've changed our lineup considerably. We still have Mimikyu, Incineroar, but we're bringing in Urshifu, Torkoal, Oranguru, and Fluttermane to kind of help us set up with other different options. We have two fast Pokemon that can outspeed a lot of different targets that we could be looking at, plus, you know, deal with other Trick Room setters or Pokemon that can just be knocked out right away. We do have our Torkoal and Fluttermane so that we can get photosynthesis off, and we might switch over to like Raging Bolt and like Roaring Moon in this if we need to. Oranguru so that we can use Instruct as well as set up Trick Room, and he does tend to take quite a bit of hits. While ours have telepathy, we can still use other moves to help us later on down the road. And obviously Fluttermane is kind of the same build as I had like a couple of seasons ago. So it's like maximum HP and special attack with the timid nature with the 4 move sets with the choice specs. And we're gonna start with that just to kind of see what we do. So with all that out of the way, let's get into our matches and see how far we can go. Okay, we got Golden Go, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Cresselia, Ursaluna, and Okie Dokie. So kind of what we've seen in a Trick Room setup, but we can obviously have ours on that side of the field as well. So this is going to be very, very interesting. I think we'll open up with Fluttermane, Torkoal, bring in Urshifu, and I kind of want to bring in our own Incineroar, but I think we'll have Oranguru instead. And I might have noticed that our Oranguru has the Covert Cloak instead of having the mental herb. I had to switch it because I didn't realize that both Mimikyu and Oranguru had it, so I had to switch the item. So we're gonna go with the mental herb with the Covert Cloak just to prevent fake out. Cresselia and Incineroar versus Torkoal and Fluttermane. Let's go with the Drought. Special attack was heightened. And we're going to go ahead and just go straight into the Dazzling Gleam. Helping Hand combo, kind of like we did before. So the only Trick Room user that they have on their side is that Cresselia. And I'm just going to put out as much damage as I physically possibly can. With this too, we should have like 80%. Ah, haha. You were thinking about the Terra. I don't need the Terra to do this. Critical hit on the Incineroar. Skill swap. Cannot go with photosynthesis. Or you were trying to do it on your own Incineroar, which then would lower it down even further. Let's just do it again. Never mind. It kind of feels good being on the other side of that. Not gonna lie. I mean, it hits hard. It just opens up with Torkoal, Fluttermane, and I don't have to Terra, and I could just immediately put a lot of pressure onto that Pokemon as a whole. So it's like it's almost like looking at them going, "Come at me, bro." Yeah, well, let's move on. Okay, we got Swampert, Incineroar, Rillaboom, Tornadus, Fluttermane, and Urshifu. Interesting. So we actually might want to use Trick Room here for the starter, but I kind of just want to just blow him up again with the Torkoal Fluttermane combo. That was pretty powerful. What would happen if, you know what, let's do that. Let's open up with the Fluttermane Torkoal, have Mimikyu in the back just so that I can swap, and we'll bring in Urshifu so that if we do not get Trick Room started, then we have options. Now Swampert could have a couple of things that work against us. Most of the time, I think it has Torrent. The other one is like Damp, and Damp stops explosions. Which I don't know if it just stops it for them or it stops it for everyone. I'm not 100% sure on that. They open up with Tornadus and Incineroar. Get the drought. So probably a rain dance here from the Tornadus. If that is the case, then open it this way should still do a decent amount of damage. Let's see if they do the rain dance. Yep, there it is. Okay, so we predicted that. Dazzling Gleam. Still a lot of damage. That's still an insanely amount of damage. Knock off. And we're going to set up with the Dazzling Gleam, but we're going to be Terra'd. And I want to go with the Earth Power on the Incineroar. I think that's the best bet that I have. Fluttermane still outspeeds them, and they could use the turn to use like Tailwind. It could go for the full Bleak Windstorm. I think 179 is the cap for Tornadus. Nope, they go for Tailwind, which doubles the speed for Incineroar. It doesn't matter on the Fluttermane. It will on the Torkoal, but it doesn't really matter because he's incredibly slow anyway. So our Fluttermane could go down here if not. Okay, so yeah. Which again, I'm okay with because we got rid of one of their biggest threats. At least in my opinion. Earth Power. So now we'll bring in Mimikyu to set up the Trick Room. Because they can't literally do anything about it at this point. Booster Energy activates on the Fluttermane. Special attack was heightened, okay. So Trick Room, and I'm going to go ahead and Protect. Because it's going to take up 2 attacks to knock down Mimikyu. I should be fine here. Dazzling Gleam doesn't affect Torkoal. It's the Mimikyu. Foundation. Not something I expected, but that's okay. I tried it anyway. I tried it anyway. Let's go Wicked Blow into the Fluttermane, Helping Hand into the Urshifu. Terra goes up. Probably the Fluttermane. Yep. Terra Fairy. Now it resists whatever I'm going to throw at it. Helping Hand goes first. Blast. Yeah. I forgot this wasn't Scarfed. If it was Scarfed, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but it was not. Ooh, Torkoal living with 3 HP. Let's go. But game's over. Torkoal's the last Pokemon I have left. So we're dead. We're good. Now, if that was scarfed, there's a good chance I might have knocked down that Flutter Mane, or if I would have done Sucker Punch, that would have done a ton of damage too. But Black Glasses, I feel like is like a better item overall, especially when you go with like the Helping Hand. So let's do some calcs real quick. Let's bring up not the weakness calculator. I don't need that. Let's bring up the damage calc. Let's bring in Urshifu. Let's say default. Jolly. We'll put Black Glasses on. And I don't know what the build for Fluttermane is, so I'm just gonna leave it like normal. Special attack was the main booster, so okay. So with just that, right? Moonblast was a big hitter. It says here that Sucker Punch is 55 to 66. If I were to Helping Hand it, 83 to 98. So it's not gonna one-hit kill. Now, if I had Terra'd it, yes, but I didn't. And because of that, it was destined to fail, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. That is absolutely okay. So with that, let's move on. Okay, we got Urshifu, Dragonite, Entity, Heatran, nice, Iron Valiant, and Zoroark. This is his Hisuian Zoroark. This is gonna be dope. Okay, so the Entity is male, which means it still has access to Second Surge, also has access to Trick Room still, kind of like the basics there, but I think it also will have access to Fake Out, which is something that I didn't pick up on. I think Entity female has access to Fake Out. Like, bro, really? That'd be dope. Let's go ahead and do our big heavy hitter combos, just because I think it would be funny. Urshifu, and there's quite a bit of physical. Well, I think Iron Valiant is a special attacker. I think Entity male is going to be a physical attacker too. I think that's the variation between male and female. So potentially 3 to 4 attackers, physical attackers. Probably like 4 or 5, to be honest. We'll bring it in Incineroar just in case. Fake Out's always good, but having like two fire users might be a little too much. Just a wee bit too much, but we'll see. Now, Iron Valiant is mainly for support, but even in my Discord, we have a member gonna give it a shot that's not supporty, and I am so waiting to see how that turns out. Can't read those, so we have Heatran and Iron Valiant. Okay. Special attack was heightened. Booster energy activates on Iron Valiant, and its speed is heightened. So it's definitely going to get a boost. Let's do that, and Helping Hand. Probably screwed up though, because Iron Valiant has access to Wide Guard, and they're probably gonna activate that, but they're probably like, well, maybe they won't, but if I'm spec'd. Oh, please don't call Wide Guard. Please think that I'm stupid. They Terra. It's to Valiant. Okay. Steel. Please think I'm stupid and don't Wide Guard. Ba 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 ba. Terra Fairy on the Fluttermane. Come on, think I'm stupid. Don't do Wide Guard. Don't do Wide Guard. Terra Blast. Oh, that's gonna go straight to Fluttermane. Doesn't one hit KO though. Okay. I do though. Oh, that was Zoroark. Okay. Well, that was neat. That was neat. Well, now I've got a terror blasting thing out. I can't read that. Here's the real heat ran this time. Swap into Incineroar, and I'm going to Earth Power the heat ran. But because I can't use some fire attacks right now because flash fire on the heat ran is really bad. Intimidate. There's the wide guard. You did that one turn late. Substitute. That's unfortunate. Is that gone now? It is. Leftovers. Okay. Flare Blitz. And Earth Power again. I think that's the best combo. Or Sphere. Incineroar does quite a bit of damage, but the Citrus Spray is going to pop us back over to green. I do have to be very careful. I can't survive another hit like that. The power from the heat ran into the Torkoal brings him down to 17. Flare Blitz is going to take down their Terra. Iron Valiant finally falls. I want to like. That's probably a physical attacker. I am so confused because I don't know. And Heat Ran goes down by an Earth Power. Torkoal ain't taking no craps today. So now it's just 1v4. I think. So let's knock off and helping hand, why not? The battle's not over. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's 1v4. Oh, dang. One switch in. Having two Pokemon at like max investment into HP. Thank you. Thank you. Something I want to mention. It was weird, right? As I'm building these teams, I am browsing through different calculations and they all seem to get their numbers correct, right? The math is showing up to be there. I'm not 100% sure how they figured it out, but once I figure it out, I'm going to let you guys know. But there is something that I noticed when you hear the commentators talk about bulky Pokemon. I thought that the majority of the investments go into like the defenses, because the defenses are what actually helps with your stats with like being attacked into, right? That's what I thought. Apparently, what I've been going for a lot of my builds was to like bring up the defensive stats. Actually, you just need to focus more on HP. And I'll get to more of that at the end. For now, we'll just continue. Okay, we got Fire Ogerpon, Bloodermane, Urshifu, Rillaboom, Primeape, and Dragonite. Primeape? Quite literally, Primeape. We have 5 physical attackers, by the way. We're definitely going to be loaded up our squad here, but my man's bringing Primeape, and I kind of want to know what's the deal. Kind of want to see it. We're not though, but I'm kind of excited. We're bringing in Fluttermane and Torkoal just to kind of get things going. Oranguru and Incineroar. I think that's how I'm going to be able to do with this team. Now, I do have moves that don't particularly work, but if I'm able to set up like things like Trick Room and be able to survive more than one hit, then I should be fine. I'm more worried about what Dragonite's going to do. It's a Terra Normal set, probably. Primeape and Urshifu, which is Rapid Strike, is totally fine. We instantly lower down his damage, so we don't have to worry about that at all. But fighting's also weak against fairy types, so this is going to be very interesting. What is Primeape doing? Like what? I mean, they could equip the Eviolite now, which is dope. But what's the ability? I have nothing. I have no calcs for this Pokemon at all. So I'm super excited. If it goes through, I'm literally just waiting for like turn 1 to start. Okay, never mind. It never started. Doesn't count though. Does it count? Did we win? Did we lose? Did we rank? Do we get a ding in the wins, or do you get a ding in the losses? Apparently we got a ding in the wins. Let's see if it counts. So far it doesn't. Let's move on. Okay, Torkoal, Bronzong, Landorus T, Fluttermane, Ogerpon Fire, and King Gambit. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I have to play against my own mirror. That's dope. Okay. Oh, what do we bring in here? I mean, we could go in with the Oranguru, like just start off with the Oranguru Torkoal open and hope for the best. But King Gambit needs to be removed from the field before I could do that. So because of that, let's go ahead and start off with our main squeeze combo there. Bring in Urshifu and do I want to? Yeah, Oranguru is probably going to be better. I don't want to bring in Incineroar because that's going to proc Defiant on King Gambit. I don't want that. I also don't want to bring in Mimikyu because, again, it's going to be like kind of like the same option for the King Gambit because they have like Iron Head, which is going to do a ton of damage. And I just don't want to be like dealt. I just don't want to have anything like that being dealt to me. Landorus T, though, if it's Scarfed, it's going to outspeed me. And there's no way for me to get past that. So if it comes out with, okay, we're looking good. We're looking solid. Looking quite solid. Photosynthesis activates. Special attack with Titan on their side, and it's special attack on my side. Now the Bronzong is something that I do have to worry about, like immediately. If I go Dazzling, it's not going to be very effective against the Bronzong, but what would it be for the Helping Hand? Terra. Because I'm going to attack first. I just don't know who wins the speed tie between my Fluttermane and their Fluttermane. I will probably have to change the spec, or the things on my Fluttermane just so that I outspeed like Tornaduses and Ogerpons. I just need to be able to outspeed those, and that would be fine. Fire, okay. You resist. I mean, you resisted stuff anyway, but now you make Earth Power a little bit more effective. Well, you have Levitate, so it's probably not. Shadow Ball. Okay, your Fluttermane's faster, or you won the speed tie. As we both got a special attack boost, so your Fluttermane goes down. Took a little bit more health away from Iron Defense. He has Levitate, right? I'm not going to dedicate an Earth Power unless I know that he doesn't have Levitate. He does have Levitate. There's no reason for me to use Earth Power. Bring out Torkoal. Shiny. Nope. Both are not very effective. I can kind of see Gyro Ball coming out, so I'm gonna play it a little bit safer. I'm gonna protect. I mean, it could also do Body Press. It does have access to that move. Swap out. Protect on the Torkoal. Heat Wave. It's gonna hurt Oranguru quite a bit unless it misses. Oh, that's dope. Body Press. Okay. And you heal up because of leftovers. Okay. You are going to instruct. That's going to go off first. Let's protect. And I'm going to go straight for Earth Power on the Torkoal. Okay, they used Eruption, so they are faster than me. I am faster than Bronzong, which is good call. Body press. Into the Torkoal. Doesn't knock me out, but I got another thing. I'm not losing internet, am I? That was okay. That was a good exchange there. That would have told me a lot. Absolutely would have told me a lot. But what does that mean? Apparently they got disconnected. Does this one count? Let's find out together. Okay, that one counted, and so did the last one. That's dope, I think. Okay. No, the last one didn't count. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's move on. Okay, we've got Archaludon, Excalibur, Water Okrupon, Alolan Ninetales, Milotic, and Murkrow. That's a Pokemon I haven't seen in forever. But this is going to be really, really, really fun. Because we're going to just start off with the nonsense. I'm going to bring in these four. Yeah, I'm going to bring in these four. I'm going to bring in Fluttermane, Torkoal, Urshifu, and Incineroar. I'm bringing in those four because I put a lot of pressure on a lot of Pokemon there. The one that I don't, though, is Archaludon. It's neutral for Fluttermane. I mean, Earth Power still does a lot to Archaludon. I think I'll be fine with that. I just got to be really, really, really careful of how I deal with him. He's one of the Pokemon that you have to hit them consecutively. So you have to put into all of your effort into it. It's got Flash Cannon, most likely will have Body Press as well because of stamina. I don't know why you would want to use the other abilities. Don't get me wrong, they're not terrible, but stamina is far more useful than Stalwart, which then makes it so that you instead of being redirected, you just do your own thing. We've got Milotic and Alolan Ninetales. But I'm going to switch the weather on ya from snow to sun. And I can immediately put a lot of pressure. Let's do that, because they can't fake me out for whatever reason. So I'm just going to go straight into Helping Hand, into the Fluttermane with the Torkoal, and just immediately put a lot of pressure on them. Just immediately. Because now they have to swap out the Ninetales to bring in someone else, which then is going to eat this Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam to the face. And Milotic can't really do anything. I don't think either one of these Pokemon have Wide Guard, so I think I'm fine with the setup. No switches. I can see, because they're not going to Terra and then switch out. They're going to switch out then Terra. Helping Hand. No Baby Doll Eyes as far as I can see. Dazzling Gleam. Oh, you outspeed Fluttermane? I have 170 base. That's insane. Ninetales goes down. Milotic stands strong. Coil. Raises attack. I think defense too? Yeah. Oh, and accuracy. Okay. And you've got leftovers. I don't know if Coil would have been your best bet, but it's not like you could do a whole lot. Out comes Murkrow. Tailwind's gonna get activated here, which is totally fine. We'll just do the whole project over again. I mean, you could also Quash. I'm gonna Helping Hand. Rain Dance. Okay. That's a good weather changer. I still go first though. And are you sashed or Eviolite? I want to say Eviolite, but I'm not sure. It wasn't sashed, so that's all I know. Even with the rain coming down, you still have a Flutter Mane that is pissed off. Okay. This is a single target. They outspeed me. I know that they do. I'm not stupid. I know that they do. We're gonna swap both. One's gonna get knocked out. Torkoal's gonna come back in and reset the weather so that it's not raining, because Ivy Cudgel is going to be very, very, very strong in this rain. And I know that they outspeed my Flutter Mane. Like, I think they cap at like 182. Ivy Cudgel went straight for the Torkoal. Down goes Incineroar, which is totally fine. Out comes Torkoal. Now we're going to take half that damage, because now we lower down water attacks by 50%. I'm not scarfed, so my attack here could be rendered useless. Let's Sucker Punch, and I'm going to Helping Hand the Sucker Punch, because I think Torkoal's going to go down here. Either Torkoal or Urshifu, but they're probably thinking that I'm Sash for Urshifu, so they're not going to worry about it too much. Spiky Shield comes up. Okay. We're going to try it again. I just need to do damage. Just something. Because right now, they are... It's 1v3, and Ogerpon could win it. Terra goes to the Ogerpon, makes it the water. So in Body Aspect, it gets it a +1 to special defense. Helping Hand again. Sucker Punch fails. Close combat, protect. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna protect over here. So they kind of called it. They knew what my plan was, but unfortunately, that was foiled. I was so afraid, because I figured that they would outspec me, that they had to like try to play the mind game, and I was definitely falling for it. It's like, you know what? I'm going to protect this time. I'm not going to worry about attacking outside of like, because Sucker Punch would have done quite a bit of damage, but I don't know how much, especially with my set. Let's do some calcs again. Calcing with Surge, or Matt, whichever one that you guys want to call me. Urshifu, we're the default set with the black glasses, and still nothing for Ogerpon, which is totally fine. All right, so non-Jolly, Ogerpon sits at 162, so my Flutter Mane would obviously outspeed. We're gonna set the Jolly 178. And close combat is 76 to 90, which obviously isn't true, because I just critted into... Never mind. Yeah, close combat. Wicked Blows. Oh, yeah. Wicked Blows is the only one that that crits. So close combat, if it wasn't critted, would have dropped it down to 10%. So it's 76 to 90, depending on how Ogerpon was built. I don't know what the stats were, so I can only guesstimate, right? But it's just basic bare bones where it's currently sitting. It's 76 to 90%. Since we got the crit, it's a one hit KO. Like they can't get through that. It's pretty insane. But yeah, there you go. That's cool. Let's see. Let's answer another question that I had. So Tornadus 179 is their speed cap. So if I wanted to raise my Flutter Mane, I would need to invest at least 68 EVs, which if I take that out of my HP, wouldn't be too bad if you ask me. 252. There's the number I'm looking for. So I could stop at relatively 184, because like I could go to 188 to put my HP or a Flutter Mane at 154. So 188 EVs puts me back down to that, but I at least outspeed everything. I just can't be higher than 187. So as long as I'm not higher than 187, I should be fine. Now there is another way that we could calc this. I could go somewhere different if I needed to outspeed other Flutter Manes. It's not going to happen if they have Tailwind, but yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. So let's move on. With that being said, this is going to be the end of today's episode, and I'm hoping you guys enjoyed the show. We are currently sitting at 22,168, total of 65 battles, 29 wins, and 36 losses. I think we went a good 4-1, technically 5-1, because there was one match that did conclude almost immediately, but didn't somewhat count. So that was interesting, or it did, and I just didn't see it. I'm not sure of what happened. I will have to check at the end, obviously. But I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed the show nonetheless. And if you guys do, please do me a favor by leaving a like on the video. You can also leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys thought about the lineup and whether or not that we did a good job. And if we kind of ran into something. I know that we saw the opener before and it seemed to click a lot. And I'm kind of liking it, but just let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. And I do reply to any and all comments that you guys leave behind. So that's another way to get in contact with me. You can also go into the description. I do have social media like Twitter, or X as they call it now, and Discord. Both are free to follow, and I do post quite often, and you can just join up, let's have a chat, and I will, keep up to talking as much as I possibly can. Work is picking up quite a bit, so I will answer as much as possible. If you're a brand new viewer or a returning viewer, please do me another favor by hitting the subscribe button. We're trying to hit 450 subs by the end of the month, and at the time of this recording, we are 3 away. So please help me with the load by hitting that subscribe button, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy the show. If you guys want to see more of my content though, there's a playlist at the end card that will tell you what I'm doing up to this point, and there's over 100 videos that you guys can watch of me trying to play in the ranked ladder, prepare for physical regional tournaments that are around me. Might be going to Los Angeles, but I'm not 100% sold on that idea yet, but it is an option. I think we're still in the discussing phase, but might be in the cards for later. For now though, if you guys want to do all of that, that would be great. I would be eternally grateful, and it would help out the channel grow as well as the videos get traction. So without further ado, that's the end. Thank you for watching again, and until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you then. Take care. Peace.